I just was googling myself. I'm not gonna lie, and then I saw like, oh, I mean this album. Then I contacted the guy. That was like, yo, man, yeah, we love your music. I don't subscribe to a specific religion, but I do believe in Jesus Christ. I come in feeling so barbaric. Everybody wants to know how I make these classics. Everybody wants to auto correct what T.H-C is saying, but me, I'm never playing. I'm like a saint arriving on. Everybody knows just like Dove. I'm good for your body. Somebody probably should tell Bill Cosby to stop popping pills in these ladies' drinks. Apparently, that was just an accusation. I come in always playing like a PlayStation. The way I be bringing in the flavors, you can call me aromat, unbelievable. Everything I do is inconceivable. Everybody wants T.H.C's approval, like he's some sort of president, but I'm just a resident, the same as you. I can't blame you if you live in a zoo.
Barimini Dumilang Sanbanani Abusheni. My name is Lee, my sunflower. Welcome to another episode of Your Number One Fan. You know, when you see this view, that actually we have a creative, Please put on the digital hands and help me welcome T.H.C. Watseba.
What's up, everybody at home? It's T.H.C. Watseba. I'm happy to be here.
I'm also happy to have you. How are you doing today?
I'm great. I'm great. Just a bit chilly, but feeling good.
Also, if you're wondering what's the weather, it's cold. He just took off his jersey. So you don't think I'm sick.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So this is Dinkwanyana Tepiso Apan.
Yes.
Those are your full names.
Yes, those are my full names.
How did we get to T.H.C? Watseba?
We got to T.H.C. Watseba because I used to be called Tepiso most of the time, right?
Okay.
And then as Tepiso, I was thinking of a rap name. And one day I was in biology class and they were talking about like plants and also talking about like chemical effects. And then they talked about T.H.C, a chemical that increases dopamine in your body and makes you feel good. So I was like, yo, that sounds like something I'd love to do with my music, make people feel good and with what I do. So that's how I came to T.H.C. And I just added the Watseba just to give it that South African flavor.
So the T.H.C is a drug.
It's not a drug, it's a chemical.
Chemical.
Yes.
Oh, it's not a drug, it's a chemical.
It's a chemical. So right. So that chemical is in weed.
Oh, okay.
So that, and also it's naturally also in your body. But then so that when that chemical now connects with you, you feel good and you feel dopamine. So when I learned that chemical T.H.C, I was like, it's the perfect rap name for me because that's what I want to do. I want to make you feel good and I want to make you keep coming back for more.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. You just think it's some initials that are not making sense. Now you got it.
Yeah.
Just in case.
That's what it means.
Ne? And then with Watseba, you're giving it the South African touch.
It's the T.H.C, you know Watseba.
Yeah. I think it kind of makes sense. Yeah. You are a rapper, a singer. He's a lot of things. He's an author, a songwriter, a record executive, an IT professional, a system analyst, an entrepreneur as well. Yeah. How are you managing all these hundreds of things at the same time?
Well, all of those things are like the different roles that I've passed. So I'm not doing all of them at once. I just have experience in all of those.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. So obviously, I am a songwriter. I do write for other people's songs. But when those opportunities do come, that is what I do have to offer. So yeah, that's what I'm just trying to say. It's not like right now I'm managing all of those careers at one time. Those are just skills that I happen to have and bring to the table.
Nay. Yeah. Oh no, I think it kind of makes sense. When the opportunity comes for you to be a songwriter, you are the songwriter. Yeah. When an opportunity comes for you to rap,
I'm rapping.
You're rapping.
When opportunity comes to own a business, I'm owning it.
Right. Yeah, like that. Are you not owning one right now? Because you also have merchandise.
Yes. I do have merchandise, but that's print on demand. But that's kind of on hold for now while I'm coming into a new direction. Most of the time when I merchandise is when I release a project. Then I release alongside with that project. But the merchandising, yeah, like I'm saying, that's how my merchandising works. But right now I don't have an official clothing line. But the clothing line that I did have was tied to an old management group I used to roll with.
Oh no, that makes sense. Any plans of having?
It only comes when the next project is coming. So I'm working on it. Like it comes with each project.
Is
So when I
it?
drop a project, I drop merchandise alongside with that project that you can get.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So
But then what if somebody orders the merchandise of the previous
of the
project?
previous project,
Yes.
it's still available because it's like print on demand. So you know
Oh,
what I mean?
oh no. It makes sense. Please, for somebody who does not know who T.H.C. Watseba is or who Tepiso is,
Yes.
how would you describe yourself?
I'll just describe myself as like a fluid guy. Like as in like I'm a guy that flows. I like to flow and go. I'm just an open guy and I'm an open book. I'm very adventurous, curious.
Mhm.
I like to learn and
Yeah.
like to have a good time and work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was your childhood like?
My childhood was, I can say my childhood was very different, but I would
Mm-hmm.
say I had a cool childhood. Like um I was always creative. I was always drawing
Hmm.
and also yeah, I was always drawing and writing raps and just making jokes and
Did you know that at some point you're gonna be a rapper?
yeah, like from a young age, I was a musician, but
Mm-hmm.
then my singing voice I thought not the standard that I like, and
Yeah.
then the next best thing came with rap. So basically, it's like I can say I was sort of a writer before. Let me just say like that because I used to do like comic books. You understand? And I had
Mm.
like kids around that used to actually like buy those comic books. I had subscribers. So I had like a
Oh.
monthly comic book I used to do, even for my little brother and his friends. And then obviously you story writing there, right? So
Yes.
from that story writing, I was also inspired to do music, then I do songwriting. Then
Mm-hmm.
from there, yeah, that's when I knew. From like maybe even like 12 years old, I'm like, yeah, I want to be a rapper. Then that's when I was doing
Man.
everything I had to do hip hop.
So you also an author. Do you have a book or something?
Yeah. I do have like an
Oh, but you
online book.
also, oh yes, you also just described.
Yeah, like that. In that we have the comic book and then
Yes.
yes.
Are we in a process of writing like a book also for adults, not only for
Like a
kids?
novel. I don't
Yes.
think I would do that because my thing is more like I'm more like into like better cartoons, kid. Like I think I'm more into doing for the kids. If I had to do for the adults, it might
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'd have to be inspired. But I think I like doing animations, cartoons, like things like that. Yeah,
Yes.
that's where I'm more fun. It's like mangas, comics.
Yeah. What else did you want to do like growing up besides the creative
Besides the
side? Yes,
creative
because
side,
you started off here and now we are here. But what else did you want to always do?
when I was younger, né?
Yes.
Besides creative
But like
side,
besides creative side, besides
nothing
music.
else actually.
What?
Nothing else. There's nothing else I wanted to do. I'm
Really?
serious. Like I'm dead serious. It's all out. Because it's like, the creative side also trains your brain like a muscle.
Yeah.
So it's like most of the time in class, like I'll be listening, but I'll be
Mm-hmm.
drawing and writing raps and I'll be still passing. So I'll just be like, I don't know. Everything it needs you to be creative. There's
True.
nothing. God is creative. To be godly is
Yeah.
to create. You know what I mean? That's what they say. Like God doesn't create, but Satan competes. You don't
Hmm.
create. You don't compete. You create. So there's nothing else I wanted to do but be a creative.
Right. You also said that you can do improv rap,
Yeah, I can.
meaning if I give you a word, you can.
I can rap about it. Yeah,
Should we try that?
yeah. But you can. I'm allowed to swear. I'm not allowed to swear.
You know, you can say.
I can
You
say.
can
Okay,
say.
you give me a word.
Any word.
Yeah.
Ah, you wanna help us?
Sarcastic. I come in feeling so barbaric. Everybody wants to know how I make these classics. Everybody wants to autocorrect what T.H-C is saying, but me, I'm never playing. I'm like a saint arriving on your planet, about to nap.
Love.
Love straight from above. Everybody knows just like Dove. I'm good for your body. Somebody probably should tell Bill Cosby to stop popping pills in these ladies' drinks. Apparently, that was just an accusation. I come in always playing like a PlayStation. The way I be bringing in the flavors, you can call me aromat, unbelievable. Everything I do is inconceivable. Everybody wants T.H.C's approval, like he's some sort of president, but I'm just a resident, the same as you. I can't blame you if you live in a zoo while I'm trying to improve.
What? Last one. You wanna give him?
Treasure. It's my pleasure to wish all the mothers out there happy Mother's Day. Everybody wants to say that TH arrived on the same day as Christmas, but he's just a must, a gift that unwraps. Every single time I rap, they double tap. You see, we are now on #1 fan, and I am the man as I stand with Lee May Sunflower.
What? What? Oh my goodness, I'm mind blown. Yeah. Where do you get that?
Like I told you, man, being creative just trains your mind, and you just train your mind, and yeah, you can achieve anything.
Amana, T.H-C, there must be something. No, there's no way.
What do you mean? Yeah, man, it's just practice and and being inspired. That's what I could say.
So, at what age did you decide? Now I'm going to studio. Now I'm going to create for real and start recording your very first song.
Okay, I'll say my recording process is in 2 stages. Right? When I was younger, my granny, shout out to my Grisa auntie for buying me. She bought me a program called Magic, and then I had a laptop. Then I just went to buy like a normal mic at the shop, and I'd make my own beats and record myself. I did that for about like my whole of high school, and then after that, I'd say my professional recording career began after high school when I moved to Sunnyside. I met this crew called Black Hand, and then I started like I would say I'd call it like an entrepreneurship, a mentorship. They mentored me in many things, especially recording proper. And then that's where I'll say my music career started. And I'd say my first song I did was called Concrete Caveman over Little Wayne's Mega Man beat. And yeah, it was received quite well.
Is it? What was the song about?
Man, it was just being a concrete caveman, basically living in town, living in the city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's just a conceptual song about that people today always are brainwashed into thinking that just because they're living today that they're smarter than people from the past.
Oh.
But it's like really those people had the same brain as me and you. You know what I mean? Just like for example, I can say like the way things are and being digitized. If there's ever a situation where all the electricity in the world gets switched off, right, and then there's new people in the future, those people might think that those people didn't have a written language. Those people didn't have 1, 2, 3. But actually, all of their things were digitized. They were more advanced than them. So it's more like concrete caveman to show that you think you're better than the past, but you actually don't know. And then that's the problem because it's like we have to learn. So concrete caveman. So it's about knowing that you call those people a caveman or whatever, but even today, that same flat wherever you're staying in the concrete is also we're still the same.
Yeah. Oh no, got you. Well, you are creative. I don't know how you do that. I have a game for us.
Yeah.
This is an alphabet game.
Yes.
I give you an alphabet. Give me the name of an artist that starts with that letter.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You need to think very fast.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try and think fast.
Ne? Yeah. A.
Anati.
B.
Beyonce.
C.
Chris Brown.
D.
D'banj.
E.
Xavier Shea.
F.
Freddy 5.
G.
Gangstar.
H. I. J.
J something.
K.
King Munada.
L.
LL Cool J.
M.
Michael Jackson.
N.
Neo.
O. P.
PDD.
Wow. Cute.
Queen.
R.
Kelly.
S.
Snoop Dogg.
T.
Tyrese.
After T, U. V.
V Beats.
W. X, Y,
Young Thug.
Z.
Ziggy Marley.
You did so well compared to everybody. Oh my goodness! I think you the highest ranking at this point.
What do you mean? I thought I
No,
was doing so bad.
I'm telling you, you did so well. You did so well. If I were to rate you, I'd give you like an 8, a solid
Thanks.
8.
Thanks so much. I tried. Yeah, I
No,
was
you
sweating.
you did. Because I'm trying to check where's your mind at. You know, do you listen to other people's music a lot?
Yeah. Music is something I do listen to a lot. I listen to music a lot, and I listen to my
Mm-hmm.
own music a lot and other people's definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
You have a project titled, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it correctly, but
Yes.
it's 7441 Dawn.
Yes.
It's correct, right?
Yes. Correct.
Tell us about that project.
7441 Dawn is my debut project that I had dropped. Right.
Mm-hmm.
7441 Dawn, 23 tracks. First 7441 is the zip code of my neighborhood where I grew up. So number
Oh,
7441 in Cape Town, Moose and Summer Greens. And then yeah, Dawn is the Dawn. So it's the 7441 Dawn.
yes.
And then yeah, obviously very close to my heart.
Uh-huh.
And I'd like people to go out there and stream it, you know what I mean?
Please.
I've got I think I've got 4 videos for the album if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
And yeah, man, it's what can I say about it, man? It's my first one. Since then, right now, I think I've got like 3 projects out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that one, obviously, I don't know. There's nothing I can even say, but it brought me so many things. It even brought me like my first award nominations.
Oh,
It like brought me
nice.
my first videos.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. And I worked on it for like maybe 2 years. It taught me so much about marketing as well, about
Uh-huh.
pushing, like, yeah, it has brought me so many great memories as an album.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that part is very important, the marketing side of things,
Yes.
because I think we take it very lightly at some
Yeah.
point, especially as entrepreneurs, as artists, we think it will market itself, but it's not going to market itself
Definitely.
unless you market it. We've got 26 beats.
Yes.
What's 26 beats? Or
26 beats is
yeah.
like it's it it's beats that were dropped in heat. 26 beats is like a project that was
Uh-huh.
done by this guy he's called Liquid. Shout out to Liquid as well. He's
Uh-huh.
a PR guy. So Liquid actually was a guy. He's a guy that I used to work with from Fentersdorp, right?
Oh, yes.
Per month, you give him maybe like a clipper, and
Uh-huh.
then he does your PR for you. So when he did the 26 beats, I was part of it in terms of like he used a couple of my songs on that album. It's a compilation album of artists.
Oh,
So
yes.
he was doing a compilation album of all the artists that he's PR pushing to
Uh-huh.
push us further. So yeah, that's what 26 beats was. And then I did a few tracks on there.
And then we've got 20 Heaven in.
20 Heaven in, yeah, that's one too. Even that one as well. It's
It
the same.
was, oh, the
It's same.
same as this
Yeah,
one.
it's like based on the year that it
Yeah.
is. So then you change it, 20 Heaven.
Oh.
Then that's the title. So it says next installation.
And then we've got Hello Summer.
Yeah, Hello Summer was also wow, like you did really. Hello Summer
Yes.
is like I used to work with this group when I was in varsity. They're not a group, they're more like an agency of creatives on varsity, like a
Mm-hmm.
club. They call themselves Campus Canvas.
Mm-hmm.
So when you come in, basically those guys, I can say, they owned. It's like they owned the entertainment sector of that varsity. So when you come in,
Oh.
they part of all the events. They're working with the faculty, and then when you come in, when you do your first week, they have forms. They do like
Mm-hmm.
a database, and they ask
Yes.
everyone like, "What do you do creatively?" Then someone else was, and these are all just students doing this, but they
Yes.
just did it so well that they could work now with the varsity. So they
Oh.
ask you, are you a model? Are you so 20? With whom Hello Summer was a project done by the lead executive producer Coffee. It's also a compilation album, but it's also including modeling, and
Mm-hmm.
because we also had a merchandise campus canvas gear as well,
Mm-hmm.
where I used to also model for them sometimes in that thing. So
Oh.
we did like a whole photo shoot, models and stuff, and then we did that album
Mm-hmm.
for them and like that. So that's what Hello Summer is about. It's campus canvas collaboration album, which I was
Yeah.
part of.
I love these projects of yours because like there's like other people involved. There's like a story that is very solid behind.
Yes, yes,
You
yes.
know.
I love to work with other people because at the same time, it's like we weren't made here to be alone. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes like it's just hard to work with other people sometimes if they can't put their egos to the side and focus on
Mm.
creating the thing. So any chance I can work with other people and learn, I take that chance. But I'm a
Nah.
solo artist, but I
Yes.
like to sometimes like, okay, let's do something together and then I'm gonna see what can I learn, what can I learn from you and what can you learn from me, and from that we
Mm.
should all grow and be bigger.
Nah.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense. We've got Niger hits.
Niger hits, yeah, they actually from Nigeria, they actually took my songs from 741 Dawn
Uh-huh.
and put it in the album and released it. So I was part of that album too, which
Is
is
it?
amazing. Yeah, like
That
I
is
don't
so
those
cool.
ones I don't even know them. I don't even. I just was googling myself. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
and then I saw like, oh, I'm in this album. Then I contacted the guy. That was like, yo, man, yeah, we love your music and shout out Nigeria.
Nah, that is so nice, because when you're creating, you want other people to consume your
Yeah,
whatever that you're creating. So when they're doing, I'm sure that was a proud moment for you.
definitely, because they said hits. You know,
Nah,
Niger hits.
hits, not just Niger, hits.
The hits. I gave them a hit.
So we've got Indo EP.
Yeah, Indo EP. Indo EP is like a EP series I'm working on.
Yes.
It's more experimental sounds.
Yes.
So on Indo, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to go out of my genre and rap. And yeah, Indo I like it. It's only 4 tracks,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's 4 tracks, but it's like Indo itself. It's potent. It's four
Oh.
potent tracks, just like Indo. It's small but potent. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, Indo also is very cool. I love it.
And then we've got Indo 2.
Indo 2, yeah, Indo 2 is just an extended version of Indo,
Uh-huh.
which was released when I did also it was released when I was starting on the print on demand merch.
Is
So when I was
a
starting the print on demand merch and I discovered it, I released a soundtrack to commemorate it.
mm-hmm.
We connected it to iRange. It was called iRange
Mm-hmm.
for Indo.
Mm.
So yeah, that's what Indo 2 was. It's like
Oh.
uh, a re-release, and we put tracks that are like I added tracks that I had not released, but not free, not like that they were recorded, but they were still fitting within.
Oh, no, makes sense. You did mention that there's a project that you are working on.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Okay, but there was the other project also. The latest one is season
Uh-huh.
one, The Observed.
How did I miss that?
No, no problem. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We'll do it maybe for our next interview.
Please, please, please.
So now the next project I'm working on is season two, Acts of God.
Huh.
Acts of God, and it's just it's gonna be a project of also, but I'm first alongside I'm also doing Indo too.
Yeah.
So for Acts of God right now, I've dropped 2 singles.
Mm-hmm.
I've dropped Veteran
Mm-hmm.
and I've dropped From the Ends. And
Oh.
then I've recorded the music video for um, Veteran.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, Acts of God is just more like in I was watching a movie, right? With
Mm.
this guy, right? He lost his house, yeah, and his
Mm-hmm.
dog died. And then he sued God. He went to the court to sue God because he's a lawyer.
Yeah.
So he went to the court to sue God because he was like, God killed my dog and whatever, whatever. And then he was like, basically, he fought the law of acts of God. So the law acts of God is like, you can't you can't claim insurance for acts of God. And 'cause I think that's where it started. It was
Mm-hmm.
basically like he wanted to claim insurance also for his house. Then the insurer told him like, you can't claim because that's an act of God. And then in the end,
Oh.
obviously, it's because the Christian movie had like a whole miracle at the end where
Yes.
the dog actually wasn't passed away or whatever. But then I was like, acts of God, like natural things. And then it's like, I like to always believe that I'm a reflection of the Lord, I'm a reflection of God, and I'm working for Him here on earth. And we're working for each other. You know what I mean? He put
Mm.
me on earth for a purpose, and He needs me as much as I need Him. So it's like
Mm.
everything I'm doing, in fact, is an act of God.
You're a believer, right?
Yeah, I am a believer, definitely.
The foundation was also churchy vibes.
Yeah, definitely. I
Yeah.
think at the same time, how can I say? I don't subscribe to a specific religion.
Okay.
I believe, but I do believe in Jesus Christ, right? But I don't subscribe to a specific religion or a church. I subscribe to the Holy Spirit and God in me, and I'm directed. And that's what I've subscribed to. I subscribe to high frequency vibrations. I subscribe to happiness, love, following your divine purpose.
Yeah. So this thing of your Buddhism, Christianity.
I think it's just names. It's just words for the same thing. That's what I think.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, what does it like? What you call the thing. For instance, what one thing I can say is like, an angel, right, is the word angel. And an alien is the word alien. But they're both beings that are not from this earth coming from, you know what I mean? So it's like sometimes you just have to take away the label. Sometimes like you have to take off the cover and actually read the book. You know what I mean? Like you just stuck up on the label, the name. I'm this, I'm a Lutheran, I'm this, I'm a Catholic. But it's like really you're a person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're a person on earth, and we're all people on earth trying to find a purpose. And it's like sometimes people you'll find that, yeah, that's what sometimes people you'll find they only have faith in church. And then when they leave church, they're complaining, they're being negative, they're judging, they're gossiping. So it's like with me, I'm not that type of believer. I'm the type of believer that believes that churches all the time. Like all the time you should be, who you say you are.
Right.
Yeah.
What are the challenges that you've came across as a creative?
The challenges I've came across as a creative is, I can say, the addiction to winning, right? But let me put it like this. The challenge is every time you set a new standard, it becomes not good enough anymore. So it's the challenge of remaining grateful for everything, even if I've done it before. For example, today, if you have to be on YFM, right, for the first time, it's like, wow, it's big. It feels big. You do it again, doesn't feel like enough now.
Now you want more.
You know what I mean? But you should still appreciate the fact that you're on YFM, regardless. So that's the biggest challenge, because that thing can lead to depression, it can lead to sadness, because you start to just feel monotonous. Like, okay, it just feels like, start feeling like a job. So you gotta, that's the challenge I've had the biggest of like being grateful for everything, even if I've done it before. And staying humble, of course.
Yeah. I get you, because I mean you reach a milestone that you've reached yesterday.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, we are here. Let's go for the next one.
Yeah.
And I hear you when you say sometimes it can lead to depression, because if you're not able to reach it sometimes, or maybe you reach it but not in a way that you've expected that you're gonna reach it.
Or it doesn't have the results you're expecting.
Exactly. Then it's like,
You know what I mean? Or you're doing it again, but like even before it didn't have the results you expected. Maybe it's your first time doing it. You know what I mean? And you just feel like, am I just doing the same thing? But then you just gotta appreciate the fact that, you know what? Actually, before I was on YFM for the first time, I dreamt about being on YFM the whole time. And now I'm on there. Just be in the moment and just appreciate it. I'm here. You know what I mean? Even right now, I love being here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are you in the moment?
I'm in the moment.
Because it's very hard to be in the moment. I know as a creative, it's you're always thinking of the next milestone that you want to reach, right?
Yeah, but this is being here with you is a milestone, definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that,
Definitely.
Here on your number one fan,
Number
right?
one fan.
Who is your number one fan?
Who's my number one fan?
Yes.
You are my number one fan. I'm joking. I don't know. I wouldn't say I have a number one fan.
What do you mean?
What I mean to say is that everyone that supports me is my number one fan.
No, but there has to be that one person that is like, this one. The moment you drop a song, they're the first one to hop on it. they share, they do everything. They even encourage you at some point.
I would say it's my girl, Miss J. She's my number one fan.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, she's my number one fan, but she's also on my team. So I guess it's bias. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
We call her like that. But I would say I have many fans, but it's like I wouldn't say there's one that's consistently getting everything. Or if there is, they're doing it like without me knowing in a way. Because I just see the analytics and I just see like the countries.
Oh yes.
I think you used to be able to see that like on SoundCloud, but that just shows people that have been listening. So for now, number one fans, come out, guys. I'm looking for you guys.
Yeah, let's see. Let's be able to name you. This is you. Yeah. As a creative, right? There are moments where you don't want to create anymore. Have you had those?
I have had those moments, and that's the moments I try and push myself to create the most. In those moments that I don't want to create, I either try and push myself. If I don't want to do something, I have to move on to something else. I always have to push myself to create. If I'm not feeling like creating, I release something. That's what I do. Yeah, like if I'm having a moment of like I would say like a drought, I just release something like a project of things I have and try and release things I already have so that I can sort of like take that moment to just reflect. You understand?
I like that.
You know what I mean? Just release and go out performing and just receive some love back and then get inspired.
Yeah. That makes sense. Also, when should we expect your new project to be out?
Hey, as soon as it's done. I'm not gonna give it a date right now, but I usually like to drop in September. So it's gonna be in September. The thing that you can expect is my music video for Veteran. It's going to be out month end.
Yeah, I think that's one thing I also love about your music. You do shoot visuals. You don't sit and be like, you do shoot. What makes you do that a lot?
What makes me shoot visuals is like first of all like Michael Jackson also, right? But it's the same thing I'm telling you, like you always have to put a coin in the machine for the game to play. So if I'm seeing that
Oh, I like that. You always have to put a coin in the machine
for the game to play. Yeah. Play the game. So it's like if I'm seeing that okay, things are not whatever, I call my videographer up. I'm an independent artist. So I can do whatever I want. I'm my own boss. Even if I want to do a video for a song selling for $1 today, I can do it. True. So all I just do is that okay, I want to put some things in motion, pick up the phone, hey yo my G, ready to do another video, shoot the video, and then I put it out. Yeah. And the people enjoy it. So it's cool. Like, because last year I dropped 5, which is dope. Because it was like, they were all from the same project. A project with 8 songs on the project, 5 videos. So it was pretty dope. Yeah. And then this year I've already dropped 1. You know, the title about, and then I'm working on these 2. So it's just part of my brand now, I guess, just to drop visuals.
Yeah. And now soon we should expect one of the visuals as well.
Yeah, you can expect a Veteran.
Yeah.
Yeah, Veteran featuring K Kilograms, featuring and produced by K Kilograms.
Yeah.
We worked on the track, and he's also the videographer of the track, which is something that I thought would be a real cool experience. I was like, yo, I want to do the track with you and work on the visual, and let's see how it turns out. So it's pretty dope. And then we also worked with the Drop, which is a skydiving company. So it's indoor skydiving company. Yeah. So we did the video by the Drop, you know, also.
That is so cool. Yeah.
And then also we also worked with Canna Africa as well. So we worked with those 2 places for the video. So it's gonna be pretty.
It's gonna be pretty dope. I cannot wait for that. I want to see that for myself. Thank you so much for coming to the show. Yes. We really appreciate that. Yeah. And also, when you drop that project in September.
Yes.
No, not the visuals.
The album.
The album. You come back here and you tell us.
Back here.
Yes.
God,
right.
Kick it off. A number 1 fan.
Yeah. For now, we're leaving it here. See you on the next one.
Bye.